So let's dig into single binds. So a single bind is where you tie an action to a consequence to help your client or whomever you're speaking to take action or avoid a specific action. So just like quotes, we have a framework. We just fill in words into the framework. So the more you X, the more you Y. The more you X, the less you Y. The less you do, the more you do. The less you do, the less you do. You just need to fill in the blanks. Okay. Now, this is a very direct speech pattern. So utilizing single binds is incredibly important that you've already built rapport and that you've established trust, because you are punching them in the mouth with information. You are being very assumptive that they are going to follow what you tell them to say or do or act on. Does that make sense? So what is Y and what is X? So this can be the more you, the less you, or you can replace that with like the longer, the harder, the shorter, the easier, the happier, the slower, the faster, the quicker, the more powerful. Like you can add in any kind of an adverb in there you want that you feel is going to be impactful. Clayton, do you have a question? Okay.
I'm just running some things.
I can feel your thinking. I was like, what do you got?
You're picking up the nonverbal?
Yeah.
Like, I always tell people, you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That is a beautiful mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for
phenomenal.
noticing that.
Yeah. No, did you see what you did though? You scrunched your brow and you sat forward. That made me think like, okay, you're thinking of something. What are you thinking? Right? So it was your nonverbal that told me.
Thank you.
I got you.
Glad I was down. Glad I was thinking about this, huh?
Right. Well, hey, I'm down to talk about whatever. So I drafted a couple examples. So the more you look at the CMA, the more you can see that $299 is the price that will get us the buyer.
Totally. 100%.
Yeah,
We get a buyer.
we'll get all the buyers at $299, every one of them. The more you think about this house, the more you know that it's right for you. I put a couple other examples. The less you get involved with the process, the easier it is for me to get you your price.
Right?
Easiest way to say shut the fuck up.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. But I'm telling you, you guys, that what they say, the longer you wait, the more you lose buying.
Power.
Come on, Jordan. What's it say?
The longer you wait, the more you lose buying.
Yep, perfect, Jordan. The longer you wait to submit your offer, the more expensive the market will get. The faster you decide to pull the trigger, the sooner you will move into your dream home. So these can be to avoid an action, right? Like the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to be. So I don't want you to wait. I want you to feel that fear and pain and create that picture of shit, I'm going to pay more for the same thing if I don't move on this, right? Or it can be the faster you pull the trigger, the sooner you're going to move into your dream home. Create the picture of moving into the home that I've always dreamt of, but I only get that if I do this quickly, right? So I'm tying a consequence to an action. Now, like I said, that can be to dissuade you from taking an action, right? I'm going to tie a negative consequence to the action that you're thinking of doing to help you make that decision not to do that. Or I'm going to tie a positive consequence to the action to incentivize the action. Now, as we've talked about this, where do people move first? Towards pleasure or away from pain? Away from pain. I find myself doing more negative connotation binds than positive. Because this is designed to put a wedge between the direction they're going and the goal they want to reach. Right? When I see my client said, I want this, but their actions are taking them this way, I put a bind right here, which makes them redirect to where they want to be, but they're getting in their own way.